yes, there's a touch of elegance in the air. It's a journey back to a time when motoring was still adventurous and exciting. There are sensational cars at one of the world's oldest car shows, Italy's Concorso dEleganza. Our automotive expert Reinhold Deisenhofer says once a year people come together here at the Villa d'Este on Lake Como to admire exceptional vehicles. The oldest is from 1908. There are also racing cars. The youngest is from 1972. But there are also modern vehicles and even concept cars to marvel at. The Concorso dEleganza was first held in 1929. A jury decides who will be invited to exhibit their vintage cars, such as this Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost built in 1908. Back then, it was considered one of the most technically advanced cars in the world. Reinhold says a great thing about classic car events is that you can learn a lot about how automotive companies developed. Behind him is a beautiful Lancia convertible from 1936. Unfortunately, Lancia no longer offers so many models. This roadster is a Lancia Astura Type 233. A total of 51 historic cars are being shown off here.
I just would like to say thank you for sharing this car with us today.
The owners hope to take home a trophy. Prizes are awarded in 15 categories at the Concorso dEleganza. Reinhold says besides the vintage cars, there's also a brand new vehicle, the Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe Water Speed Collection. It's certainly the longest vehicle title ever at the Villa d'Este. Rolls-Royce builds exceptional and highly exclusive vehicles, but the special series are even more exclusive. They only build 30 to 35 of each. This luxury convertible's trademark front grille, crowned with the Spirit of Ecstasy figure, blends into lines that are bold and muscular. And the Phantom's rear is anything but restrained.
Well, the challenge was for us to have a water speed collection car that really evoked the fantastic story of Bluebird and Sir Malcolm Campbell, who in the 1930s with the Craft K3 and K4 broke water speed records right here in Italy, not far from Lake Como where we are today, on Lake Maggiore. He achieved speeds of 129 miles an hour, 130 miles an hour, and we wanted to very much inspire ourselves as designers from that fantastic story.
Inside, it's reminiscent of the legendary racing boats of Sir Malcolm Campbell.
We have a fantastic handcrafted story for our water speed collection. You can see the polished stainless steel bonnet that we have at the front. For the first time, we've carried that metal piece onto the rear of the car on the rear decking. We've actually transferred that from normally leather into metal. It takes 70 man-hours to hand beat that panel and 10 extra hours to polish it, just in the same way that we've achieved the front. And this creates a lovely metallic fuselage through the design.
And in honor of Campbell, the new Rolls comes in a very special color.
Everybody who knows their record-breaking history, and especially in the UK, that Bluebird was always a tradition. It summarises daring and British heritage and British daring do. And this blue, which is a Maggiore blue, which is Rolls-Royce's own blue again, just captures the whole essence of the story.
Reinhold says the Villa d'Este isn't just about winning prizes for the finest, most luxurious, and most unusual vehicles of the past and present. It's also about cars of the future, and here we can see what's in the pipeline. The past and future come together at the Concorso dEleganza. Mini is presenting its Superleggera Vision concept. It's a roadster that represents a collaboration with the Italian design studio touring Superleggera. Mini's design chief Adrian van Hooijdonk says this design begins with a roadster, which is actually a very typical purely British vehicle concept. And then the whole thing is given Italian design flair. The result is what we see here. And it's one study that works, something likely to quicken the pulses of Mini fans everywhere. But the winners are the focus of the event, of course. And then it's time for a victory lap with the Cup. Reinhold says it's a home win for the Italians at the Villa d'Este. The 1931 Alfa Romeo has won the Gold Cup. It's a wonderful thing at an event like this to come face to face with classic cars that you can usually only see on the internet or in books, and that makes it so much more enjoyable.